Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, which name is Analytics Pro. And here under this Power BI with SQL playlist, we are going to cover SQL concepts from scratch. So in the last tutorial, we have studied about group by and having clause. I hope you guys have good understanding about group by and having clause. So guys, we have missed some important operator which we should know about it. So in today's tutorial guys, we will definitely cover some more important operators. So our today's class topics are operators and its types. So we will start with arithmetic operators, then we will learn comparison operator, and after that we will learn some logical operator and its types. So let's begin our class. So firstly we will learn about this arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operator, you guys have already studied about it. Since childhood guys, we are covering these arithmetic operators like multiplication, division, subtraction, addition and modulus. And here under this example guys, we can see we have used arithmetic operators. So let's go towards SSMS screen and let's see all the operators with practical. And now we have entered in SSMS screen. So I will simply go here under this new query and select my database name, which is Shubham. And here I will open my table. So guys, I have created a new table which name is employee. So I will simply open my table with select command. So I will simply write select star from my table name, which is employee. So let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see I have taken 4 columns name here under this employee table, which is ID, names, department and its salary. And with this table guys, I will use with some arithmetic operators. So let's suppose guys, my requirement is that I want to multiply each and every salary with 2. So how can I write my query guys? So I will simply take the columns name which I want to see here under this query. And now we can write our query with select command. So I will simply write first select, and here I will write only those columns which I want to see. So I simply want to see this names column here, comma, and this salary column, comma. And my requirement is that guys, I want to multiply each and every value of the salary with 2. So firstly I will need to write the column name which is salary, and now I will use my arithmetic operator which is multiplication. So I want to multiply salary with 2, and now I will jump into the next line and simply I will write the table name which is employee. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, our each and every value is multiplied with 2. Earlier it was 10,000, now it is 20. And one more thing guys which we need to observe. Here is no column name as a header. So we have already studied about alias, which gives a temporary column name. So in a similar way guys, you guys can use alias here with as keyword. So my column name would be, let's say, salary underscore 2. And now let me select this query again and hit execute. So in this way guys, you guys can use arithmetic operator. And now let's try one more operator. So let's suppose guys, this time I want to add 100 of each and every value of the salary column. So what can I do guys? I will simply remove this multiplication sign and put shift plus addition sign. And instead of 2 guys, I am taking 100 here. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see in each and every value 100 is added. So I hope you guys are clear how we can use this arithmetic operators. And rest operator guys, you can explore by yourself. But I will also tell you one more operator which is modulus, because this operator will make you confused. So basically guys, here modulus means it gives you the remainder. For an example, if you divide 10 by 7, so the remainder would be 3. And if you use this modulus operator with percent sign, so it will give you 3. So rest operators guys, you need to explore by yourself. And now let's talk about the next type of operators. So our next type is comparison operators. I know guys, few people are already aware about all these operators, but this course is for the beginners as well as the intermediate level. So I will cover each and every concept from scratch till next level. And these operators guys are mostly used with where clause. And here under this example guys, you can also see I have fetched only those records with salaries equal to 10,000. And now let's try same example in SSMS. So let's go towards the SSMS screen and now let's apply the same query which we have seen in the PPT. So our query is select star from our table name which is employee. And I want to see only those records whose salary is equal to 10,000. So I will simply use where clause here, where And now I need to write the column name, which is salary. And after column name guys, you need to use your comparison operator. So this time I'm taking, let's say, equal to. So my salary is equal to, let's say, 10,000. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see we have just only two records which salary is equal to 10,000. The one guy is Shubham and the another guy is Akshay. And now let's talk about not equal to operator. So if I use not equal to operator guys, then it will fetch only those records which are not equal to 10,000. So if we are using not equal to operator guys, so these two records will not be there. So let's try with this not equal to operator with same query. So I will simply change the operator from here, and this is the sign guys of not equal to. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, I can see all the records except Shubham and Akshay because we have used not equal to operator. I hope you guys are clear with this equal to or not equal to operator. And now guys, I want to use some more operators. So let's talk about greater than operator. So this time guys, I want to see only those records whose salary is greater than 10,000. So let's fetch only those records. So let me change this operator from here, and this is the sign guys of greater than. And now let me execute this command. So here we guys can see out of 15 records, we have 11 records whose salary is more than 10,000. And we have one more operator guys, which name is greater than or equal to. So if you use greater than or equal to operator together, so it will fetch only those records which are greater than or equal to 10,000. And now let me execute this query. And now we guys can see, we can also see those records which are greater than or equal to 10,000. In a similar way guys, we have one more operator which is less than or less than equal to. So let's suppose we will fetch only those records which are less than 10,000. So what can I do guys? Let me remove these operators from here, and this time I will use less than operator. And now let me select this query and hit execute. And now we guys can see we have only just two employees, which is Harshit and Ravi, whose salary is less than 10,000. And if you use equal to guys, so it will fetch only those records whose salary is equal to 10,000 or less than 10,000. And now let's execute this query and see the result. So see guys, I can see those records which are equal or less than 10,000. So in this way guys, you guys can use all these comparison operators. I hope you guys are clear with this comparison operators. And now let's move towards the next type of operators. So the next category is logical operators. And these logical operators guys are also helps us to solve many problems. So now let's have a look towards the logical operators. So let's start with this AND operator. So here AND definition means if all the conditions separated by and it's true. So that means with the help of AND operator, you can give two logics and the both logic should be satisfied. And most of the time guys, these all logical operator used with where clause. And now let's look at the example of AND operator with practical. So let's go towards the SSMS screen. So firstly guys, let me delete this query. And now guys, let's create a query with where clause. So here my requirement is that I want to see only those records whose department is IT. So how can we write this query? So I will simply write select star from our table name, which is employee. And here I will use where clause, where my department is equal to IT. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see I have just given only one logic where department is IT, and I can see all those records whose department is IT. And now let's apply AND operator. So as I already said guys, with the help of AND operator, you guys can apply multiple logics and both the logic should be satisfied. So firstly I will write AND operator here, and now I can also add one more logic. So let's say I want to fetch only those records whose department is IT and the name should be Shubham only. So here I will write my column name, which is names, and again I will use arithmetic operator, which is equal to, and here I will simply write the names, which is Shubham. So here you guys can see I have applied two logics with AND operator. And now let me select this query, and it will fetch me only those records whose name is Shubham with IT department. Rest records they will not fetch. In a similar way, you guys can add multiple logics with AND operator. I hope you guys are clear with this AND operator. In a similar way guys, we have one more operator which name is OR. So let's first understand the definition of OR operator. So here OR operator says true if any of the conditions separated by OR is true. That means either of the one condition should be satisfied which you have applied in the logics. And now let's learn OR operator with practical. So with the help of OR operator guys, you guys can also apply two logics just like an AND operator. So what can I do guys? I will simply change AND to OR. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, here results are different. It is also showing me those records whose names are different. So let's understand with this first record. So let's check the first condition. The first condition is Shubham, which is true. And the second condition is IT, which is also true. So that's why it is displaying Shubham with IT. Similar way, let's check another record. So here we guys can see this condition is not satisfying because we have put Shubham here under the condition, but it is found the second condition which is IT. So that's why it's returning IT records with Kevin. So in a similar way guys, if you check this third record, so here name is Nancy, but as per our condition guys, our name should be Shubham, but it's found this IT which is this one. So either of the one condition is satisfied, it will gives you the same result. I hope you guys are clear with this OR operator, but you still have doubt guys, so I would suggest take few other columns and do more and more practice, and after that guys, you will definitely have clear with this doubt of OR operator. And now let's talk about one more logical and important operator which name is IN. So let's first look at the definition of IN operator. So here IN operator says true if the operand is equal to one of a list of an expression. The IN operator allows you to specify multiple values in a where clause. So with the help of IN operator guys, you guys can take multiple values. So let's go to the SSMS screen and try with this IN operator with the example. Let me first select this employee table and hit execute. And now let's learn IN operator to fetch the records of two values of same column. And now guys, this time my requirement is I want to fetch only those records whose department is IT as well as in finance. So let's change this query. So let me remove this query from here. So this query will remain same here. And after writing the column name, you simply need to write your operator which is IN. And you need to start your bracket here, and under single inverted commas you guys can write your value. So I want to fetch IT as well as finance department from department column. So I will simply write my value name which is IT and single inverted comma close, and now I will put it comma here, and here I will write my next value which is finance and close this inverted comma and close the bracket. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, I can see only those records which are comes under IT and finance. In a similar way, you guys can add more logics into it. I hope you guys are clear with this IN operator. And now let's talk about between operator, how it's work. So firstly guys, let's understand the definition of between. So between operator says true if the operand is within the range of comparison. The between operator is used to select values within the given range. These value could be number or dates. And now let's apply between operator with employee table. So let's go back to the SSMS screen, and this time guys I will use this between operator on this salary column. So let's suppose guys I want to fetch only those records whose salary is between 20,000 and 60,000. So let me write this query from scratch. So I will simply write the same query like select star from our table name which is employee, and I also need to use where clause here, where our salary, and after enter the column name guys, you need to write your operator. So my operator is between, and here you can write your values. So I want to fetch only those records whose salary is between 20,000 and 60,000. So here is my query guys, and now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, we have just only 3 records whose salary is between 20,000 and 60,000. And now let me change the number. Let's say I want to fetch only those records whose salary start with 10,000 and 60,000. So let me select this query again and hit execute. So see guys, I can see all those records whose salaries are comes under 10,000 and 16,000. So in this way, you guys can use this between operator to give any specific range and use this between operator. And now guys, we need to cover two more and important operators. So let's look at the next operator. So our next operator is any operator. So you can use any or some keyword while using this operator. So let's understand the definition first. The any operator is used in combination with comparison operator to compare a value with a set of values returned by a subquery. So basically guys, this any operator used with subquery, and it returns true if the comparison holds true for at least one value in the set. And this clause guys is typically used with where and having clause to filter row based on specific condition. And with the help of this any or some operator, you guys can create some more advanced logics. So let's look at the scenario. So this time guys, my scenario is we want to write an SQL query to get all employees from the employee table whose salary is equal to any salary of the IT department. So basically guys, here requirement is I want to fetch all those records from the other departments whose salary is equal to IT department. And now let's look at the example guys. Here I have used normal query with subquery, and after this any operator guys, I have used this subquery. Subquery is a different concept guys, and I will definitely explain in our upcoming classes. But for now only guys, you only have to understand subquery means whenever you guys using any query, and under that query guys, if you are using any another query, so that query is known as subquery. Just like an if or nested if statement which you have used in Excel. So once we use if statement, and with the if statement guys, you will use multiple if under the same formula. That formula become nested if. Similar way, if you use query guys, and under that query if you are using any another query, so that become subquery. I hope you guys are clear with this subquery concept. But in our upcoming classes guys, we will create a separate video of subquery. So for now, let's understand this, how to fetch all those records whose salary are equal to IT department. So let's move towards the SSMS screen. So firstly guys, let me delete all the queries from here. And now let me select this employee table and hit execute. So firstly guys, what I will do, I will write simple query here with where clause. So I want to see the same records of IT. So I can simply write my query here, select star from table name, which is employee, where our department is equal to IT. And now let me select this query and hit execute. And my requirement is that I want to see all other department people whose salary is equal to IT department people. And now guys, I will write my new query here because I want to compare only those records whose salary is equal to IT department. So I will simply write my new query here with select command, select star from, and here I will use where clause, where salary, and here I will use comparison operator which is equal to. And now I will use my logical operator which is any. So let me start this bracket to write subquery here. So how we can write our subquery guys? You again need to start with select command. Select, our column name is salary, from table name which is employee. And again I will enter where clause here. Although you guys can write the same query with same line, but the best practice is that guys, you need to press enter and jump into the next line to write your query so that it increase the readability of your query. And here I will simply write where department is equal to IT, and let me close this bracket. So basically guys, I have used two query here with any clause. So this query fetch only salary of other department, and this query fetch only records of IT people. Basically I have used this query as inner query, or you can say subquery with any clause. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see the list of records. And you guys can do one more thing. You can also sort it into the ascending order. So I'm also using one more clause here before understand this query. So I will simply write order by with this salary column. And now let me select this query and again execute. And now let's understand this result, how it comes. So here you can see these are the person guys whose salary is equal to IT persons. So here we guys can see these are the 4 department whose salary is equal to IT department. So let's talk about this Akshay. So here Akshay salary is 10,000, which is equal to this IT department. So similar way guys, if we check this record of this Andrea, so here Andrea salary is 18,000, which is same like a Nancy, which is in IT department. And you guys can also check this finance department. This Neha salary is 20,000, which is equal to Kevin, which is IT department. So I hope you guys are clear with this any operator and how we can create complex logic with this any operator. If you guys still confused to understand this concept, so I would recommend please go and watch this video again. And you guys can also use sum operator here instead of any. It will gives you the same result. So let me try this query with sum operator. So I will simply write sum here and you can see there is no impact in our result. See guys, the results are still same. So either you can use sum or any. And now let's talk about one more important logical operator. So our next operator is all operator. All operator says true if all the subquery values meets the condition. The all operator is used in combination with comparison operator to compare a value with a set of values returned by a subquery. It is also used with subquery. It returns true if the comparison holds true for all the values in the set. The all operator is often used with where or having clause. So to understand this all operator guys, I have created one more scenario. So here is the scenario guys. Write an SQL query to retrieve all employee whose salary is greater than the salary of all employee in the IT department. So basically guys, we want to fetch only those records whose salary is greater than the IT employee. So this is the query guys which you can use. You can simply change the operator which is any to all, and you can also use some comparison operator. So let's try same example with SSMS. So what I'll do guys, let me copy this query and paste it here and do some changes here under this query. So firstly I am taking all operator here and instead of equal to guys, I am using greater than sign. In a similar way, we will use greater than sign here. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see we have a different result. So let's understand how this result comes. So here we want to fetch only those records whose salary is greater than this IT salary employees. So here we have just only one department which is finance, whose salary is greater than the IT salary. And now let me show you one Excel table. So this is the same table guys which we have imported in SSMS. So here we can clearly see we have only finance department here whose salary are greater than these all the IT departments. That's why here answer is only finance department. And if you reverse this logic guys, let's say let me take less than or equal to. In a similar way I will also take less than and equal to. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here we guys can see this query fetching only those records. So he is the only employee guys whose salary is less than this IT department salary. His name is Ravi. So in this way you guys can use this multiple operators. So I hope guys you have definitely enjoyed this tutorial and you have also learned something new concepts in SQL. So for such kind of detailed learning guys, stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And those who are visit first time on this channel, kindly hit the like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. And those who also wants to learn Power BI or SQL from scratch, so here we have this free YouTube channel guys, which name is Analytics Pro. So with the help of this 50 tutorials guys, you can learn Power BI from scratch. And if you click here on this playlist button, so here we have multiple playlists are here. So with the help of this Power BI with SQL playlist, you guys can learn SQL concept from scratch till advanced level in a similar way. And we have multiple playlists are here for the Power BI learners. Like we have advanced concepts, full course, DAX functions, visualization and updates. And very soon guys, I will also upload some more new playlists which makes your analytical skill on the next level. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I'm keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening, as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone, but those who require live paid training sessions, because these guys are coming from the different backgrounds and due to some difference in background, these guys are difficulty to understand this topic. So for those folks guys, We also conduct paid training sessions where I personally train candidates from scratch till intermediate level, and we also provide some real-time projects with some scenario-based questions which is asked by an interviewer. And after taking these live sessions guys, they guys can feel more confident with hands-on experience, and we also assist them to get them placed, and we also conduct some mock interviews. So for paid training or any other support, you guys can connect me on LinkedIn or Telegram group. And you guys can also follow us on Instagram. So all the links are given here under the description box. You guys can follow us there. So thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.